Cheers. Dominique has
Cheers.
water. I've got the coffee this morning.
Specialized Ivan mug.
Ivy, the Ivan tree, their mascot, and I've got Big Happy every morning. And we've got Beverly Hagist from Borden, Indiana. Good morning, Beverly. Lillian Lasley from Litchfield with 52 degrees at her house down in Grayson County, Kentucky. Christian Walker up in Carmel, Indiana, 43 degrees there, a little cooler to the north. We do a countdown to all the different things, and he helps me out with Christmas is 57 days away, and New Year's is 64 days away. So we'll have that countdown graphic coming up. Mary Dale saying good morning, Ben and guest Dominique right here.
Good morning.
Orlean Whitlow, good morning. It's now 51 drop there in Hodgenville, Kentucky. Tim Furnish with a soggy weather report there in Madison, Indiana. It's soggy for all of us. And Christian Walker, again, the holidays are getting closer. We're going to talk some related holiday stuff as well.
Yes,
and
that is my mother.
Your mom?
Hi,
What's
Mom.
her name?
Roxana Whipple.
Roxana Whipple. Thanks for tuning in here this morning. And let's get to that. Let's get to what we're talking about here this morning. And so again, there you can see my name right here. And then we've got Dominique Whipple right here, director of IvyCares. So let me go ahead and bring this up. So you can go to ivytech.edu, student services, support services, and IvyCares. And this is the page we're talking about right here. So what is IvyCares and how it relates to the students at Ivy Tech?
Okay, so IvyCares is the Student Wraparound Services Department. Like we said at Ivy Tech, you belong here, and we really specialize in meeting people where they are. And so we know that life still happens while you try to attain degrees and get different accolades. And that's what IvyCares does, is they provide you with additional assistance so that you can be successful. So if you see right here on the page,
let me bring that up.
We specialize in a number of different things, but these are the core things that we focus on throughout the year. So Ivy Assist is a community resource platform. You can go on there and put your zip code, and you can find resources from all over the world, anywhere from transportation, education, housing, emergency assistance, food, and legal. There's several categories. And then we have a student emergency aid fund. So students who are in emergency situations can click the link, explain what they're going through, and apply. Okay. We have a committee of around 5 people who meet and discuss the different things that they have that can help the students who are applying. And then we get back with the students within a couple of days, and we let them know what the decision is. I always say that it's never a no. If we don't have the resources there on the campus, then we work with community partners to be able to fill in the gap. And so that's really the fun thing about emergency aid.
Yeah.
And then we do fundraisers throughout the year with our foundation team.
So I see there's the application right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that you mentioned.
To help replenish those funds. So
okay.
The next thing is food access. And this is something that I'm really passionate about. We love to step in and fill the gap, but we actually have a food pantry on our campus inside of our office, and it's expanding. So students can come once a week and get the items that they need. Not only do we have non-perishable items, but we have a big freezer and refrigerator. So a lot of times we have meat and milk and eggs and different things that a lot of pantries may not have. And so I'm really passionate about that. When, we're growing it, we're moving into a bigger space. We have some grants that we're working on that are coming down the line.
That's what I was going to say. It's got to come from somewhere. So
yes.
I'm sure you're asking the public to help out.
Yes, sir. So we partner with Dare to Care, like a lot of people do in this area. And then our foundation does fundraisers and we raise the money. But we've also put in for a couple of grants. But we allow people to come into Ivy Tech and drop off donations at the front desk during our office hours. Okay. So that's around the 9 to 5 area. And you can drop it off at the front. If you'd like to come and see the space, I've invited people several times.
Nice.
So you can come at the front desk and tell them to come and get me. And I'll show you the area and what it looks like and where we're expanding to. But we can accept refrigerated and frozen items.
It's going to a good place. I mean, a lot of folks at Ivy Tech are just trying their best to get to the next level,
yes.
And making post-secondary education and college education accessible.
Yes.
And being a hub in our community with all these these services you guys are providing.
Right. And I'll tell you something, Ben and Extol family, yesterday, we had 22 food pantry appointments.
Oh, wow. So it's happening. It's worthwhile.
Yeah. Yes, it is definitely worthwhile. Like I said, that is one of my favorites. And I'll say that a couple of times. So don't hold that to me or against me. But the next thing that we provide is technology assistance. So a lot of times that's a barrier for people who are entering post-second education, right? So in K through 12, they're starting to give you these Chromebooks, and so students have access to technology. Here, we're seeing that that's a barrier, and the Chromebooks just don't support some of the programs and the software that people need to use. So we have loaner laptops that students can rent out for the semester. The other layer there is like, okay, you can give me this laptop, but what if I don't have access to Wi-Fi?
Right.
And so we have portable Khajiit Wi-Fi devices that students can check out as well. And you can use that on an 8-week basis because that's what our terms are on. And if you need to recheck it out, then that's a process as well.
I mean, that's the definition of accessible, allowing students to have that access to the information that they need. So the next one up here, transportation services, resources.
Yes, so our transportation services are actually rerouted through our emergency aid process. This is a new process for students. And so it gives us a wider picture of why the student is experiencing a transportation insecurity. And so we get more details. And what we normally do is give them like an Uber or a Lyft gift card that they can utilize or a gas card. So that's really exciting. So we can paint a better picture of like why they need this resource. And then the next one is
so important this day and age.
Yes, because of course we want you to come to college, but what if you can't get there?
Yeah. Well, I mean this one, mental health too.
Oh yeah.
Both.
Yes.
Both are very important. You got to get
really
there.
Important. Yeah. And so once we get you there, we're trying to keep you here. So that's the mental health part.
Keep you happy.
We have a counselor who is 100% free. And I think that's the big selling point.
Huge. Yeah.
Is access to healthcare, especially mental health care, is something that's a barrier in our community. And we have someone there who's 100% free. You can come in, have a consultation with her, discuss your meeting cadence, and she sees a wide variety of, topics that we discuss in other monthly groups. So we have a monthly mindful meets, and all of those topics that she sees in those sessions, we bring out for the broader community. So for example, the one that's coming up in November is about self-care. Okay. A lot of our students during the holidays tend to neglect themselves because around the holidays, you're focused on your family, right? And so we want you to know that you have to be whole within yourself so that you can pour into other people. So we spend that time.
And my daughter through Prosser got like 30, 40 dual credit in high school that transferred to IU Bloomington. She's got a passion for mental health. So she's going down that psychology route and very interested in that. And then, one of the fun things that's happening as well, let me bring this up here. So tomorrow it is Trunk or Treat Fest. And this is the big one at Ivy Tech, rain or shine. And thankfully I'm clearing the rain out in time for this.
Thank you, Ben.
It's going to be 5:30 until 7:30 tomorrow. Don't even have to mark it on your calendar. No. It's happening tomorrow. So make sure the kids get an extra head start, fill up those bags of candy, double up.
Yes, please come out. Last year, we had 1,500 people.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we are anticipating the same number. We're ready. We have the candy, we have hot dogs, we have juice, we have chips, we have water, things that we're providing. We know that we're asking you to come during dinner time. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that for you.
Nice.
I will say, even though Ben has moved the weather out, we will be inside.
Okay.
So all you have to worry about is getting there.
Where at inside? Like you got Fowl Hall, you got
Ogle Hall. So that would be the second building. And we will have you. So if you've ever been to Ivy Tech, Ogle Hall is like kind of like a big circle. Or
it's like beautiful too.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you'll be moving around the hall. So you'll get to see how nice the inside of the building is. And the most important thing is you'll be warm.
Yeah, you got like an art area and all kinds of cool stuff in there.
And some special things that we'll have the nursing haunted hallway. And then our VisCom students are going to be there taking family fall photos. So that's a nice touch.
All right. So that is the Trunk or Treat Fest tomorrow, 5:30 to 7:30. By the way, if you're in Louisville or wherever you're at, say you're in Louisville, 9 miles north, exit 9, Highway 311. The campus is nestled right there. Very easy to get off Sellersburg. And that campus, by the way, is becoming a hub for the Sellersburg community. Baptist Health had a groundbreaking recently, and then the Family Scholar House maybe next year or even sooner than that. Mm-hmm. So talk more about IvyCares, and also as the holidays coming close, we've got Heartfelt Harvest. Yes. What is that one? That's the next one.
So Heartfelt Harvest is Thanksgiving support for students who attend Ivy Tech and their families. Really what we do is we provide a turkey or a ham and then all of the sides that you need to be successful for Thanksgiving. And what we saw over the last couple of years is that we were losing students during that time frame from December to January. And we really thought, like, what can we do to keep our students? How can we help support them? And some of the common themes that were coming up in student appointments were they were stressed during the holidays. So instead of them being happy about spending time with their family and about the joyous occasions, they were really worried about how they would make it work. And so for Heartfelt Harvest, all you have to do is when you sign into your Ivy Learn portal, which is where you do your assignments, it's at the top. And so that was another way that we captured a lot of people. So when you're going to do your assignments and you're stressed, you see right that link that's like, hey, if you need help this holiday season, please click this application. And so once they sign up, we have people donate from November 3rd until November 17th. Okay. So that's any type of green beans, corn, mashed potatoes, macaroni. Like I said, we have a refrigerator and a freezer. So if you even want to donate a turkey or a ham, you can do that as well. And then we also provide a dessert, which I think is really cool because you should have everything that you need for the holidays. And I'll share a little bit about some of the numbers over the years. So last year we had 60 applicants. This year, we had to cut it off today. We actually have 95.
Wow.
And so what we did yesterday.
The need is there.
The need is great. So we have 95 students who are applying, but it's 365 people. That's included everyone in their family.
Okay.
So I thought it's really important for you all to know that.
So if people want to donate and help out, how do they do that? Same thing, go to Ivy Tech?
Yes. And so this year we're having bins around at different community partners. So I know that River Ridge is going to have a bin there. Okay. I know that 1SI is doing a bin, and we're trying to solicit other people who would like to have a Heartfelt Harvest bin at their office location to drop it off. But we will have one at the front desk at Ivy Tech if you'd love to contribute.
So keep Ivy Tech in mind during the holidays. They're always accepting donations. They're a super convenient location there in Sellersburg. I mean, if you're there getting your Burger King, your Taco Bell, your Wendy's, your Starbucks.
Yep.
Getting gas, everything is right there. Just pop in their campus, drop something off, and that'll be an easy thing to do. And then Angel Tree coming up, is that December?
Yes. So because the overwhelming number of applicants for Heartfelt Harvest, we're actually going to open up the Angel Tree application for our students on November 7th. So we're opening up sooner than what we normally do, with hopes that people will get angels and they'll shop during Black Friday.
Okay.
So they'll get a discount.
And what is that program for those like me who don't really know a whole lot about it?
Yes. So our Angel Tree program is similar to the one with the Salvation Army. We identify the students who are in need through an application, and they come in and they talk to us about the number of people in their household, the number of kids they have, things they'd like, why they're in need during the holiday season, and then what other extra supports that they would need. After that, we make tags for each kid. We put them on a tree in our front lobby in the file building. That's the first building when you turn in. And then we allow community partners and staff and students to pick an angel off of the tree. You have to return it by a certain deadline. And the rest of the angels that are left, we take a big shopping trip and we buy for those kids. And then the parents get to come in and pick up, and that part is one of the most rewarding parts. Just the gratitude that people have and knowing that you've been able to fill the gap during the holiday season is a really important feeling that Ivy Tech is able to give back to.
Well, I think it's awesome how, I keep saying accessible, making it easy for people to, click on that link or apply, or even making it easy to donate. And again, there's just a ton going on there at the Ivy Tech Sellersburg campus. So thanks for talking about it. And Dominique, you've been with them for 5 years.
Yes, sir.
From New Albany.
Yes.
Give us a little bit about your background.
So I am born and raised here in New Albany, Indiana. I went to school at New Albany and Rock Creek. I am a Sycamore, so an ISU two-time alumni, both my bachelor's and master's degree from there. My bachelor's was actually in psychology, so it's not too far off for me to be in this field. Yeah. And my master's is in higher education. So Ivy Tech was just a great fit for me. I was an intern there whenever I was in grad school under our previous vice chancellor. And then I worked my way up. So I was a student support specialist and academic advisor. Then I was the assistant director of IvyCares, and I now serve as the director. And I've been in that role for about 3 years. So
sounds like a good role for you. And thanks for everything that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for telling me all about it. So nice to meet you, Dominique.
Nice to meet you, Ben.
And one more time, we'll put her name down below right there. If you ever want to learn more about IvyCares, to donate, I'm sure she can help you out.
Yes, please contact me. I'm willing to talk. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very much. We'll let you get out of here. Again, that's Ivy Tech Sellersburg. I'm going to pop on the radar here one more time as we take a look at what's happening out there. Thanks once again to Dominique. Everybody say hello. Before you leave, Dominique, before you completely take off, I had a couple comments popping in here. We've got, we love you, Dominique.
Oh, that is my fiance and my daughter.
That would make sense.
They're watching the show.
JK says, good morning, Ben and Dominique. I hope this rain stays light today. My fingers are crossed. It should stay pretty much light. Okay, so Perry Porter says, ask if Ivy Tech has a non-credit course. I'd like to learn the basics of computer. I'm 66 and just want to learn the basics.
Okay, well, we actually refer people to the local library. They have classes like that. Yeah.
Local library will help you out there.
Yes.
Mike Sievert says, good morning.
Good morning.
And another good morning from Dennis Gregory. And
Good morning.
Mom says, great job.
Thank you.
All right. We'll let you go now. Thanks for coming in, by the way, on a wet morning.
Thank you so much.
It's not nice out there. All right. So that is, again, Dominique Whipple from Ivy Tech. So there you go. Here's the rain. We've got, by the way, you can see at the bottom of your screen, Brad Weddington from Weddington Custom Homes is about to join me. And we're going to talk.